Bangkok's Chinatown is a must visit for any true street food lover, but like with many popular tourist spots, the best bites aren't always found on the main street. So today I'm taking you off the beaten path to explore 9 of my favourite hidden food gems in Bangkok's Chinatown. Get ready for an unforgettable Bangkok street food experience. Let's go. Our first stop is this lovely lady. All right, guys, this is Jwan, and she's already heavy into some grilling. It's only about midday. She's been open since 11 o'clock. There's probably 40 odd skewers on the grill at all times, and I'm told this is throughout the day. She's already taken off about 20. I'm not sure where I am in the queue. I actually had to come here yesterday and order mine for today. Otherwise, you come here and you're going to be waiting 35, 40 minutes at least. She has so many orders throughout the day, and that is because these are some of the best mo ping you're gonna have in Bangkok. Let's take a look. ป้าครับอายุที่นี่กี่ปีแล้วนะ13 ปีนะ33 oh 33 years she's been here grilling the same pork up every day. All right, so it says here 13 and 10, but so this is a more ping. 13 baht. I think 15 baht, ใช่ไหม13 baht, huh? Okay, so they're 13 baht per skewer, and they're khao niao 10 baht as well. So I'm guessing that's going to be a bit of a big old portion. มาทุกวันไหมวันจันทร์หยุดค่ะวันหยุดโอเค I wish you guys could smell this. A steady stream of customers already, guys. Alright, so look at the orders. She's already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 orders, and each one of these has got like 15 on at a time. Yeah, so she's very popular. These guys just came, ordered, and they're going to come back tomorrow like I did. Oh, these are special, I'm telling you. Jwan ครับหมักกี่โมงนะหมักอันนี้กี่โมงนะเมื่อวาน yesterday โอเคครับเจวันพูดภาษาอังกฤษเก่งมากเลยนิดหน่อย Alright guys, so you don't have to come down with this dodgy tie of mine. I still thought she said 7 o'clock. She sets up at 7. It starts setting up at 7 o'clock at home. She's been marinating these since yesterday. She actually speaks English fairly well, much better than my Thai, which is terrible. So that's not much of a compliment. But you can get by. Just get down here. Don't have to speak in my awful pidgin Thai. You can get what you need. I am starving, by the way. All right, so this is the mangrove charcoal. So it has to be mangrove charcoal, I'm told, so it can burn low and slow for a long time. This is what street food's all about for me. Seeing a master at work, someone who's just doing the same thing day in, day out for 30 plus years until they've got it down to an absolute T. Just seeing Jwan working away is an absolute privilege. นึ่งวันทำกี่ไม้นะ400 แล้ว So she makes 400 a day, guys, non-stop. They've just come, they've got to wait 2 hours as well. There's no preferential treatment. Right, so these ones are cooked, and then she moves these ones up and then puts more at the bottom, and then just keeps moving them up and up and up and up. It's like a constant, as I keep saying in all my videos, military style operation here, guys. Not sure where I'm going to sit, but unfortunately though, guys, there is no seating, so I'm going to have to sit on a fire hydrant. All right, guys, so here we go. This is what I came for. You can see where she slid on a little piece of fat in between all these actual pieces of pork meat. A lot of the times, more ping will be more bot or musap which is minced pork and then stuck together like a burger. This is actual pieces of pork lean meat punctured with fat. All right. Oh. Do you know what? I've now got a choice to make, guys, because I told Finley that I would bring him back 2 or 3 more things. So I've got a choice to make. I can either be a good dad and bring him the skewers back, or I can do what my instinct's telling me to do and just eat a lot. That smoke that's like permeated through the meat from that mangrove charcoal. Smoky goodness. And then you've just, as I said, got those lovely, soft, perfectly charred pieces of fat. I didn't think I'd be able to give too many superlatives to a snack of grilled pork on a stick that I have pretty much every day. But this has just gone into number 1. A perfect pit stop on your way round Chinatown, Bangkok. Much better than that other nonsense that they're selling on sticks down on the Yaowarat road. This is where it's at, guys. But our pork feast is not done for today. We're going to head round the corner now and get what is probably my favourite Khao pork leg stew in the whole of Bangkok. Let's go. Okay, so next stop, we've walked back on ourselves to the corner of the street, directly opposite Wat Mong Gon MRT station, exit 1, for an unbelievable pork leg stew. Now, you could do this the other way round because I've kind of come back on myself, but where I ordered the skewers for 12 p.m, I didn't want to be late. So I went there first, then came here. But you could go there, order, then come back here, then go back there and pick them up. Whatever way round you want to do it, you won't be disappointed. All right, so this is it, guys. Khao Soi. So pork leg with peanuts. Jetta is the owner. She's not here today, but she's a lovely lady. I first met her up the road outside what is now Chinatown Mall. They got moved here. Now they've got a nice, spacious, open restaurant selling the best, and I will guarantee this, the best khao mo I've ever eaten or you will ever eat in your life. Absolutely legendary in here, guys, and this khao mo has a little twist that you won't see anywhere else. Well, there is a few copycats now, but this was the first to do it. We've got stewed peanuts in the sauce, I guess it is, sauce broth. Big, massive pots, hunks of pork shank out the front. We've got some kagib, and then in a big pot, everything bubbling away. We've got tofu, we've got some tail. We've got an absolute feast, guys. But this, my friends, unlike any other I've had, I hope these girls like it, because otherwise I'm banging trouble. So, Opal, have you ever seen peanuts in a...
No.
No, first time.
First time, yeah.
First time on Falang Choji.
And it's just right across the MRT.
Yes.
Very nice, yeah. So let's try. I'm excited. จานละเท่าไหร่คะ60 ครับ60 บาท
เอาไส้งอนะครับ150
ไส้งอ
ใส่หมด150
ใส่ทุกอย่างนะครับ Right, guys, so we're going to go with everything. And we're getting into more. Alright, we got some tau hu. Intestines. And an egg. And then we've got this beautiful, thick, rich nampalo. Yeah, so let's have a look. We've got some pak dong, which is pickled mustard greens. Beautiful. And we've got these peanuts, and this is what makes it really unique and interesting, is these stewed peanuts, which I'll explain in a sec. Got some of that intestine there, which is I'm not a big fan of, I've got to be honest, but I mean in here they're pretty good. That is a hunk of pure, fatty, collagen-filled meat. We've also got a kagi in here, which is a foot, I guess. And then, can we get a bit of that sauce, please, Opal? Oh, look at that meat. Let's get a bit of that sauce. Really thick, really, really rich.
Do they have flour in it?
No, it's just all collagen. So you eat this, and you look about 15 years younger straight away.
No,
You're going to look about 10.
Yeah, no, okay,
So, is it? Yeah. All right, so we're going to go in, or Emily's going to go in with some of this nam tim, and of course this is house-made, but in here I like it nice and sour, not too sweet. It's a little bit sweet. I don't really need this. I'm more on the...
Really?
No, I'll have it, because you kind of need to cut the richness of
Yeah.
this. But there's a... Where's the piquinois? And these ones, as you can see, are not the normal piquinois. I call these, because I was told that this is what they were called once, pic udon. But I don't think any other Thai people call it that. I just the person in Udon Thani in the market that I was talking to. Someone else called them pic ban, like house chili. Pic ban. I don't know. Either way, they're nice and fruity, and I absolutely love them. So I'm gonna just peel these off and eat them. One thing I've never been able to get my head around is the raw garlic.
Oh, I like it.
As long as I'm here.
That's mine, and then this chili is yours.
All right, let's do this. Should we take a little bit of this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait just before I go on my little waffle. I'm gonna see what you think of that. One thing it doesn't really have is the palo spices, like the cinnamon star anise.
Yeah.
It's very, very light on that.
Yeah.
But the thing I like about it so much is, like I showed you, how thick the sauce is.
Yeah,
and
it's very thick.
Emily asked me if there was flour in it because it's that thick, or she thought it was a ratna. But, right? So
it almost looks like a latna, yeah. When
just
you
where they're boiling so much meat now, and like they use so many legs, so many kagi, which is like the bottom shank. It's just releasing all of that beautiful natural collagen, right? So all my friends' parents, they all buy collagen products to try and look younger, but all you've got to do is come in here, eat a whole pot of this. I'm going to come out looking about 26.
Yeah, let's hope so.
What?
And I'm gonna try the pork now, see if it's soft. Wow. It just melts in your mouth. Wow. How long do you think they cook that for? Hours.
Gotta be 4 or 5 hours at least.
Pure quality meat as well.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
As Emily said, completely melts in your mouth.
Yeah.
Now you can get this for 60 baht on rice, but for me, you have to have it in a pot with everything. So it's 150 baht. As we've showed you, you can share this between two, couldn't you?
Three, yeah, for
definitely.
sure. Delicious.
Look at the oil separation on the top of that. This, my friends, is the tail. Now, Emily's not completely sold on this, are you?
No, but I'm gonna try.
Do you want a big chunk or do you want a little bits?
Maybe a tiny bit.
Well, I'm going to take the fat chunk, the tail.
Eat that all.
And we are definitely saving a bit for Opal.
Yeah.
You want that bit or do you want that little knuckle bit? This bit?
Yeah.
But the sauce
image
on
is
the sauce on this, look how thick that is.
Yeah. That is. It does look nice. What's the texture?
I don't think anyone's going to be annoyed if you don't like it.
Has it got bone in it?
Yeah, it's got like a... I wouldn't advise eating it.
Has got some meat on it though. Yeah. Oh, that's actually nice.
How good is that?
Yeah, it just tastes exactly the same as just a bit more fatty.
Yeah, fatty,
Yeah.
soft, absolutely.
Wow, I do
melts
like
in
that.
your mouth.
Don't be put off by the name.
Don't be put off.
Tail.
That's the Brit in us though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Because you're like, what's the difference between eating a tail and a leg?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Quality, guys. Brilliant first stop. I want to see what Opal thinks of this bad boy.
Delicious.
Alright, Opal's going to go now. I'm always very...
Which
very,
part?
Try the pork.
Okay.
Get some peanuts.
Opal's turn, guys. Let's see what she thinks. She's the Thai person, so she should know.
You guys don't like the sauce?
Oh, I forgot to put it on.
I was putting mine on.
I'll try
So
after.
I like a little bit of sauce.
I love
vinegar, you
it.
have
Vinegar
to.
flavour, yeah.
Oh! ร่อย What the heck
อร่อยไหม
I thought the peanuts because was
Gonna
gonna
be
be
hot.
crispy. Oh, you want to learn a new Thai word?
Yeah.
Like it was just being invented.
Yeah
Sham.
ช่าง
Sham. But we use it like
Okay.
we start using it. So anything that we like, you can use this word with
Okay.
anything. Place, food, person.
Wow, perfect.
You look sham today.
Yeah oh that's cute
I've never tried.
Never tried?
No, and I thought it was gonna be crispy like before, right here.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you, Gary.
no problem.
I'm from here. I have no idea this place exists. Yeah. You know, I think this dish is very authentic, very unique.
Yeah.
And khao hamu, I have like khao hamu next door that I really like. But
Yeah.
this one is one of the kind because it has peanut in it. They
Yeah.
put tofu in it. The other one don't put tofu in it. Ooh.
As I said, for me, number one, the best. And if any of you come down here and you don't like it, you don't have to think it's the best. But if you don't like it, unsubscribe. But before that, I will give you your money back. Again, limited to the first 3 people. You can see the pork is ridiculously crispy. We're talking the crunchiest, crispiest pork in the land. I'll explain the method behind it, but they've got it extra crispy in here because it has to sit in these various different soups and stay nice and crispy. Right, so I've got the bitter melon, tomato and pickled vegetable number.
And I've got the greens, a huge amount of greens in there.
Yes.
Leaves and stems.
We'll show you what greens they are in a sec.
Just a bit of that broth first. Wow.
Oh, yes.
You want to go first or shall I go
Oh,
first?
that is so sour.
Oh, okay. That's very different to mine then.
Is it?
Yeah.
Go on, you go. You're better than me.
Oh, no, there is a sourness in there, but it's not so sour. I thought with that amount of greens, or those amount of greens in there that speak English, with those amount of greens in there, it was going to be very, very bitter. You know, that dark, deep flavour. There's a little bit of that, but the balance in there is not too salty, it's not too sour, it's not too bitter. It's absolutely perfect. It's very clear,
Yeah.
very fresh. I think, well, perfect that I think you wanted to go with that fatty pork that we haven't tried yet. How's yours?
Really, really good. It's got that real deep sort of bitter note from the malat, the bitter melon, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the most bitter vegetable in the world. It's very.
We're definitely in the way here, aren't we?
This is why people hate YouTubers.
Yeah. Apart from you guys watching, obviously.
Right, let's just get really close up with it.
No, we're good. We've got space.
But on top of the bitterness, I've also got like a real sourness coming through from the pickled vegetables, like those sort of fermented greens.
Those greens are amazing. I don't know about yours, but it sucked up that broth. They're soft. They melt in the mouth. That's like I've never had one before.
This is so good. I'm sure you'd be eating this with rice. It's got a strong sort of medicinal flavour. I could imagine eating this when I've got man flu.
Every other week, then.
Every other week, every 2 days.
Should we try the?
Let's try the pork.
Look
And
at
this
that.
has literally been sitting now for about an hour. Oh, mate. That is deliciously fatty.
It's not crispy.
It's not
We'll
crispy.
say that. It's soft. It's gelatinous. It melts away in your mouth. But because it has been fried or roasted, it's probably fried, right? Because it's been fried so hard, you get that savoury flavour coming out of the skin.
It tastes almost like English roast pork on a Sunday. Very, very well seasoned. Like you got the, it's got a bite to it, but then you got that that fat just melts through the middle, doesn't it? Oh, give me some of yours. Cheers, mate. I think this is going to be a completely different flavour, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Ooh, completely different. This one's a little bit sweeter, but not sweet like sugar sweet, like almost like, it's like vegetable sweet, right?
It's the sweetness from the green, sure.
It's like a really, really, really good vegetable stock. Mm-hmm. Sorry to cut you off, Joe, but she has just...
Shed a love with that, jeez.
She has just gave us... Look, it's almost medium rare.
Yeah, that's insane.
Wow, super crob. She said eat it
Go for
crispy.
that bit.
Take
It's
it back.
great.
Take it back.
It's juicy. It's succulent, but I prefer it like that. No?
Mate, it's so salty, but in a good way. So
Yeah.
well seasoned. I know what you mean, though, that in here
Yeah.
it works, right?
It works so well. I was just saying, before you interrupted me,
Sorry, mate.
normally it's the other way around. I prefer this one. This one, the bitterness might be too much.
See,
for me.
I love malat. I love that bit of vegetable.
Yeah.
And it just feels like so soothing. They both feel like they're really good for you. Old school Chinese medicinal goodness, isn't it?
Yeah. I must admit though, guys, between the two, this one might be a little bit too bitter for me. I mean, it's nice, it's delicious, it cuts through that pork perfectly, the fattiness of that pork. But if I'm choosing between the two, I think I'm going for the one with the other greens in rather than the bitter gourd or the bitter melon. I don't not like it, I just think if I'm choosing between the two, that's the one.
I'm struggling to decide, because I really like that. But the more I'm eating this, it's just that sweetness, like, almost like irony taste.
Yeah, I just love the way this one melts in your mouth.
Yeah.
It's so soft.
Because usually they're crisp, not
Yeah,
crispy, they're quite
crunch,
crunchy, aren't they?
yeah.
Just so you a quick dip in
Yeah.
the water and you're away.
But not in the way of overcooked school cabbage.
No, it's just like broken all the
Yeah,
fibres down.
perfect. So good. Right.
Would you come down to Uncle has no shirt on?
Only if there's an uncle with no shirt on. Jesus. Promised to the world and got nothing.
All right, let's get these cakes.
So this is Urai Han Palo Song Wan, my cake.
Could be good.
You can try it. It's very crunchy.
Oh, that looks so good.
I can't believe I finally got a table at this place and there's actually some goose left. I've been trying to come here for years, guys. This uncle, absolute knife master. The cleaver skills this man is displaying are second to none. Alright, so Opal has just very kindly dished up my goose because I can't use plastic chopsticks properly. But I've got to say I am so happy that I finally get to try this goose for myself after, as I said, years of waiting. So looks absolutely incredible. Alright, get a bit of that sauce on top. Here we go. This better be good.
Wow.
Wow. 100% worth the wait. That is absolutely incredible. Really salty. Heavy on the soy sauce. And it's got a big hit of star anise. Really good.
Yeah.
All right.
Very soft. And I like that they put the coriander on top with the goose because you get the saltiness and then the herby flavour with the
Yeah. It just freshens everything up,
goose.
doesn't it?
Oh, it's so good.
And then you cut it with the sour taste from this sauce, like a Chinese vinegar sauce.
Yeah. It's incredible. I can smell almost alcoholic fermented smell, and that's from the pickled garlic. So we've got pickled garlic in here. We've got a little bit of coriander stem or cilantro stems and some pig luang. Pig luang.
Vinegar contrast with the saltiness. So
Oh
exciting.
yeah, it does, right? That is unreal. So you've got the salty, a little bit sweet, and then it hits you with that real hit of sourness
Oh my god,
at the back end.
so good.
Do you guys find it similar to the duck?
Very similar.
Very similar, isn't it?
Not like in England though.
No. Like if you roast a duck or roast a goose, it's different. But this, I think, just in the way that they cook them
Yeah.
in the same way, right? It's like they're like cousins, aren't they, ducks and geese?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
They're like very similar. Maybe this is a bit more gamey. It's got a little bit more fat. It's so well done, though. Honestly,
Yeah.
this is probably the best I've had
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah, that's the thing about goose. If it's in the wrong hand, it's like lamb. It will
Yeah.
sting.
Yeah.
So I think by far this is top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goose. Not many sell goose, not many make it as good as
Yeah.
this one.
This
I
is
guess it's
unbelievable.
quite difficult to cook, right? Goose.
Right, it takes longer, I think, and it requires some specialty.
Yeah.
And
that's
so
for sure.
they've been selling for over 70 years, and it's actually the recipe from China,
Wow.
from the Taoju people,
Wow.
immigrated here, probably during the World War II.
Yeah.
Which is the owner is called Urai. Right now, she is 91 years old, living in that building.
Wow.
Right now, taking over by her son.
And
The
her
uncle.
He is a professional for sure.
uncle, innit? Just said this a minute ago. I know I'm banging on about it, but his knife skills are on another level. He's
Yeah.
got his cleaver, and he is butchering goose after goose after goose with absolute military-style precision.
And it's open every day, right, Opal?
every day except it says one Prat Jin, which is probably means that the Chinese holiday.
Yeah.
I don't know when. You have to check the Chinese calendar, but better call before. As I told you earlier, that you need to call.
Or I'll leave a link in the description box below. You can get Opal to call up, and she'll only charge you 1,200 baht per person, not including the food.
And not including Opal either.
Cha-ching, and I'm on 30% commission. Special treat for you guys today. We are just down the road from the Chinatown gate, the entrance to Chinatown in Bangkok. We're at Odean Wonton Noodle. This is one of the only places left in Chinatown that still make their own noodles. You can pick your own sized crab claw. The noodles are amazing. The soup's amazing. The dumplings are amazing. The hoi jaw is amazing. I've probably just done a whole minute just on the intro, so we need to get our skates on. Let's go. And the great thing about this place, as I said, handmade noodles. The soup is absolutely incredible. You can see that bag full of herbs and spices, pure bone goodness, no powder. So it's cooked out here, but then you get to sit in a nice air-conditioned restaurant. Khao Khao. Pictures all over the walls, awards all over the walls. Every single Thai TV channel ever has been here. This place is special. I've got some special guests for the video. So let's go. Alright guys, so we've got Yaowarat prawn dumplings. We've got some beautiful mordang, but you can see this isn't like bright luminous red. This is because they've used red bean curd. We've got that Nalo crab meat, some spring onions and garlic oil in manmo, which is pork fat, handmade egg noodles, and a lovely little soup. Right, so I'm going to put a little bit of soup on mine, not too much. I like to get the soup on the side, as you know guys, so I can control the amount of soupage, and if I don't like the soup, then I don't have to eat the soup. The pork's nice, slightly sweet, a little bit smoky. You're getting some extra sort of smoky back notes off this roasted chili. Now I'm not sure I'm actually meant to be putting it on to my noodles, because usually they just have the pig bon, which is the dry chili. But she hasn't said anything yet. Plump, whole pieces of prawn in the dumplings. That, my friends, is a top bowl of noodles. If you're in the Chinatown area, anywhere around here, this is the perfect place to start. Right, I'm gonna get one of these hoi jaw, which are the tofu skin wrapped crab and pork with chives into the plum sauce, which I'm not a big fan of, but the spirit of this video. These ones are fried on site, made on site, auntie at the back, making everything fresh. These aren't made in a factory at the back of Yaowarat. These are made in-house, as is all of the dim sum and everything else. You can really taste the difference. Plump pieces of crab, fatty pork mince, a little bit of chive. Perfect. Right, now let's see what JB thinks of his khao pad pork.
I'm going to try it on its own first. I'll try it naked first. Let's see. Just khao pad, mate. It's just fried rice, but it's very well seasoned. Lovely, fresh, good quality rice. Let's just check out this.
Vietnam bar.
Let's have a bit of that with the crab. Let's check that out.
It's all about the fresh, plump crab meat, no?
Sweet, fresh, juicy. And what was that? That was what? $2?
Yeah.
If that. Absolutely delicious.
It Canon Jeep Liang, and it's 4 baht. They start off 4 baht. So it's 4 baht for more, which is pork, and 6 baht for gung, which is prawn. Alright, so this is one of the few places that actually hand make their dumplings. And look how many they're cooking at a time. So these are more, do you remember?
หมูครับ
อันนี้กุ้ง
กุ้งหมู
Wow. Steamed in a brass pot. And then, my friends, we've got this sweet chili dip, some Chinese vinegar, black vinegar, and that crispy gratiam jiao, which you know I love so much. Hey, hey.ข้าวหมูได้ไหมครับข้าวกุ้งข้าวหมูเหรอครับข้าวกุ้งข้าวหมูข้าวกุ้งข้าวหมูไม่ใช่ข้าวกุ้งข้าวหมูโอเคไหมสวยๆสวยๆโอเคนะไมเฟนขอบคุณครับคุยกับไมเฟนอยู่เหรอเอากระเทียมเยอะไหมเยอะๆครับโอ้อร่อยมากเลยอ่ะขอบคุณครับ Oh look at these bad boys รีวิวให้ไมเฟนรีวิวนะรีวิวให้ไมเฟนรีวิว5 ดาวนะ5 ดาว Look at these bad boys Right all I've got to do now is find somewhere to eat Now that'll do us, won't it? Alright, so this is literally, when I say street food, I mean this is proper street food. I'm just sitting literally on the floor with this perched up on a tree. Alright, so it's quite a loud road, guys, so I apologise, and I haven't actually got my microphone with me. I picked up the wrong lead. But you don't care about that. All you want to know about is these dumplings. So we've got some pork ones, and you tell the pork ones because they've got the white wrappers and they've got the chives inside. And then the prawn are pink. It's obviously the prawn that's pink, it's not the wrapper that's pink, but it looks like the wrapper's pink. And she's covered those in black vinegar, soy, and loads of crispy garlic and that sweet chili sauce. So let's get going on this. Make sure I've got loads of that gratiam gel stuck to these. Alright, anyway, we'll try the pork ones first. Comforting, that's what I'm going to say, comforting. So they're stuffed with really soft, fatty, well-seasoned pork and chive. You can really taste the difference between these and shop bought ones. I did one in, I did a video with that like 8-year-old guy down the back alley that was selling these, and I said in that video that I think these ones are actually better, and that's just confirmed what I thought. These are much better. These are probably the best street kanonji that I've had. Prawn ones. They're quite fishy, the prawn ones, because they've got a little bit of dried shrimp in them as well. So if that's not your thing, I would suggest you just stick to the pork. I like to get a little mixture because I think they're absolutely delicious. They're the perfect snack to just pick up. As I said, you're not really sure what to get. You get off at Ratchawong Pier, have a little walk up just there. You get them any day of the week. Perfect little first snack just to walk around while you decide what your main meal is going to be. Delicious. Okay, so that's it from me today, guys. Like I said, I just wanted to give you a quick stop on your way into Chinatown, because a lot of you will be coming up by boat on either the orange flag boat or the blue tourist boat. I actually came over from Thonburi. I stopped and parked in Tha Din Deng, which is the street where I did An Tha Din Deng with the giant prawns. So if you're in Thonburi, like Icon Siam Klong San area, that's a good way to get to Chinatown. You can just come around and jump on the boat. It's a great street for food, that particular street, and you can get a 5-minute boat over to here for like 3.5 baht. I've taken you down to a 60-plus-year-old banh egg noodle shop down off the main street in Chinatown, off one of the main streets in Chinatown. Unless you walk down this alleyway, you wouldn't even know it was here. So why I love this place so much is because it does a classic dish, egg noodles and pork, but it's not the typical barbecue red pork where it's sweet and bright red coloured. It's stewed pork, and they've got a lot of pork stew in there. I'd say about 10 kilos there, sliced up nice, handmade noodles, handmade dumplings, just pork dumplings and a little bit of greens. So I'm going to dress these up to my liking, because I've been here before, guys, so I don't really need to taste this before I go in. So we're going to go in with a little bit of chilli, not too much, because it's breakfast, of course, and I'm not sure if these boys can handle it. So I'm going to put a bit of that on, and that's going to cut the sweetness of this one. And then this one's very simple, bit of lard and garlic, and some chilli. So now I've cut that sweetness. Hopefully Joe will stop moaning.
Yeah. This is my friend Joe Parrilla, by the way.
Hello.
He's a very handsome man, and he loves Chinese food just as much as me and Gary.
Who doesn't?
What are you saying? Are you enjoying that?
Well, I must admit, when I first tried it, it was a bit sweet. But now he's pimped it up, it's now right up my alley. So yeah,
Right up your soy.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it's great. Especially if you've got a little hint of a hangover from drinking gin cocktails.
Do we know anyone?
That was me last night.
I think it's a bit of a basic thing to say, but if you're new in Bangkok or new in Thailand, when I was first here, I used to think this is something to avoid. You know, you hear avoid stuff sat on the table. I used to think that, oh, it's just sat there, and I know it's just condiments. But using the condiments has totally changed this dish for sure,
Yeah.
and has taken it up levels. For me, it was too sweet, it was hiding the pork flavour, but now it brings everything out. Definitely get on these when you're in Thailand.
Your channel, Gary, taught me how to season food in Thailand.
I saw you shout me out on a video actually about that, so thank you.
Yeah, because like, I would just get a bowl of noodles like this and I would just eat it.
Yeah.
And then I would watch your videos and you'd be like, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You mix it up and then you try it and then you go back and you keep seasoning it. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know what these things were.
Yeah. Now the problem is doing it before you try it. It's like automatic.
Yeah.
But
Where are these dumplings, Gary? There we go. That's delicious.
I knew you'd like that. That's why I brought you here for the dumplings.
That's delicious.
So as soon as you get into this alleyway, you are just greeted by smoke and the smell of fried noodles. There is, as far as you can see, people just frying khao gai. It is like my absolute heaven. Sadika, this style of noodles, cooking this noodle in this way is actually native to this alleyway. You don't get this style really anywhere else in Bangkok, and you don't get these noodles anywhere else in Thailand. So this place is pretty special. We are going to Nai Hong, which is the one in the middle, because this one's my favorite. I love sitting outside. I love the whole atmosphere, the whole vibe, and I love the main chef. What do you come? Kundiao, Kundiao. Right, so here we are, Nai Hong or Suan Mali. Kway Teow Khao Gai. There's a couple of different options to try. We're going to try two separate types of noodles today, ranging from 40 to 50 baht, so absolute bargain. Let's see what they're all about. Alright, so let's check the condiments. We've got the usual suspects. We've got the pik bon, the chili flakes. We've got some siu khao, light soy sauce, sugar, won't be using that. Some white pepper, we might go in with a bit of extra white pepper. And some sot pik, or sriracha sauce. Pete Oya just gets these right every single time. The crisp, the char, and this very runny, just cooked khai ob. Look at that. For anyone who loves a runny yolk, this is a bit of you. What you need to do, you've got to kind of mix it all up so you've got richness going through, as if you need any more richness after all the pork fat that's on this, the whole noodles, right? But we are going to pimp it with some of that stuff. So first of all, pick one. Plenty of it. Alright, prik nam som. Chili vinegar. Let's go with 2 spoonfuls of that. And I'm doing this because I've eaten these so many times that I know what I like. Alright, a little bit of soy sauce. Alright, let's break that up. Let's get a little bit of that chicken. Some of those crispy noodles. Look at the chewy inside though. Alright, let's go. Alright, so this is the same as this one, but the egg's been cracked in a mix. So it's like scrambled egg going through it, or kai jiao, I guess. You got the chicken, and that all brings it together like a pancake. So this one is also really, really good. I'm going to spice it the same as this one, then we'll try it. It's just how crispy it is on the outside and how soft and squidgy it still is on the inside. You got the smoke and the char coming from that high heat charcoal cooking, and the way she's actually controlling the heat on the wok is amazing. She knows exactly when to add another lump of charcoal to make sure she keeps it at the right temperature. You've got richness from the pork fat, a little bit of heat from the pepper, and the savoury note is coming from the soy sauce. Very, very simple. The only ingredients in this is chicken, breast and thigh. It used to be just thigh, but I think maybe they're cutting costs, but still really, really soft because they coat the breast in soy sauce. It kind of brines itself, little bit of starch, either corn flour, rice flour, and that's fried off in lard. Then they drop the noodles in, stir fry that for a little bit until it puffs up and crisps up, because they're fresh rice noodles. As soon as the noodle hits the hot lard, the hot man mo, it puffs up like a pancake. So it is kind of like a big giant noodle pancake. Add in that kaob, the egg yolk, that rich creamy egg yolk just coating the whole noodles. It's giving it a real silky, rich feel. These are absolutely incredible. It boggles my mind that not more places outside of this alleyway or outside of Bangkok actually sell these noodles. Like, they're so much easier to source the ingredients in the UK than pad see ew or pad thai, but they're on, or pad kim mao, and they're on every menu in every Thai restaurant. But these aren't. But these are very much a Bangkok thing. If you haven't tried this dish, get yourself down here. Suan Mali, Nai Hong, for me, the best kua gai in Bangkok. The crispy one, the kua one with the egg cracked in and mixed around, is also unbelievable. It's hard for me to choose a favourite. If you want me to come back and do a full review of this whole area, let me know in the comment section below. But for now, we are desperately running out of light, so I want to get us to our last stop, so I'm going to get paid up now. I'll stick links with directions in the description box below. Let's get on to our next stop. Bye bye. Come on, go. Come on, go. Next stop, guys. Jackie out.
ค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
กินร้านอีกก๋วยเตี๋ยวค่ะ
ครับ
กินเฮงรวยปัง
รวยปัง
เฮงเฮงไม้ก็ไปหน่อยไม้
They've got a few different flavours,
แต่อร่อยสวย
and all the different flavours have different shapes. You've got that samosa looking
ชิมดู
one.
ก่อนไหมชิมดูไหม
Chimdo, any
ใส่กะหล่ำปี
salagalampi.
ใส่เห็ดหอมใส่หมูใส่กุ้ง
Oh, เอาครับ
ชิมได้
เก็บตังค์ได้
อ๋อได้
ครับ
ฟรีฟรี
Free, ขอบคุณนะครับ Oh, she knows which one I want as well.
นี่ใส่นี่
Right, and this one is stir-fried pork that's been marinated in an egg, some flour, a little bit of salt and pepper, some dried shiitake mushrooms, kong heng, which are shrimp, and galam, which is cabbage, and this has been salted and left in water, which is why it's so green.
กินอร่อยแล้วก็เฮงรวยปังมีร้านอีกก๋วยเตี๋ยวเกียวเจริญกรุง21ไม่มีสาขากินแล้วเฮงเฮงฝรั่งญี่ปุ่น
ฝรั่งญี่ปุ่น
อเมริการวยรวย
Everyone welcome.
ใช่มา200ใช่ไหม
อันนี้แบงกับมันเทศ
มันเทศ 80%
80%
แป้ง 20%
ครับ
ใส่เยอะบ่อร่อยร้านเจ๊เกียวใส่เยอะไม่
เยอะบ่อร่อยนะ
โน
โอเค
ต้องใส่มันเทศเยอะๆถึงจะอร่อย
ครับ
นี่แหละร้านเจ๊เกียวตัวจริงเสียงจริงพูด
ขอบคุณนะครับ So basically what she said was it's 80% sweet potato,
มีหม้อไปเลยแม่
the batter, and 20% flour. If you put any more flour than that, more alloy. Not alloy.
ล้างน้ำ
Sorry,
ล้างสะอาด
not delicious. This keeps it crispy and light apparently. Jackie Al knows what she's doing.
อิ่วกล้วย
Iu Gui.
ร้านเจ๊เกียว
Lan Jackie Al. This is Jackie Al.
เจ๊เกียวแม่แนมเจ๊เกียว
Jackie Al. ร้านเปิดกี่ปีแล้วนะ
เปิดมาจะ40 ปีแล้ว
40 ปีแล้วเหรอ
ใช่
จริง
เจ๊
เหรอ
เกียว70 ปีตอนเนี้ย
70 ปี
อายุ70แล้วล่ะ
โอ้
เซเว่นอีเลเว่น
ดูเด็กดูเด็กนะ ดูเด็กนะโอ้สวยยังสวย Do you know what? How on earth is this woman 70 years old? Absolute character as well. This is what you want. When you're coming from England, coming from America, wherever, you want to be met with a smile, these warm, generous, giving people. And that's what you get in the back streets of Bangkok.
กินเรา very good
โอ้
เฮง
เฮงเฮง
เฮงเฮงรวยรวยปังปัง
เฮงเฮงรวยรวยปังปัง
ไม่ว่าภาษาไหนก็เฮงแล้วรวยแล้วปัง
ครับ
ภาษาไหนก็เฮงรวยปัง
ภาษาไหนก็
เฮ
เฮ
ง
ง
รวยปัง
เฮงรวยปัง โอเค
very good
very good ดีมากอร่อยที่สุดนะ
good good
Oh my god, the pork is so soft. You've got these little sort of explosions of the dried shrimp giving you a real saltiness. A beautiful cabbage, all really well seasoned. And the dough, the super crispy, crunchy, light, fluffy dough. It's just so savoury. Mushrooms giving it a nice earthiness. Tell you what, they should start selling these if they don't already at Thai football games, soccer games for any of my American viewers. I'll tell you what, it's absolutely sizz on a steak and kidney. All right, come on, come.
ฮัลโหล
Come on, come.
ฮัลโหล
All right, next up we've got the taro, guys. Say purk.
very good 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 โอเค
All right, that one's going to be a bit more for Helen.
อร่อยมาก
อร่อยมาก
ๆกินแล้วก็เฮงเฮงๆด้วย
ๆ It's a touch sweet. อันนี้หวาน
อันนี้อย่างหวาน
ครับ
ทาโร่หวานแต่ไม่หวานมากแต่อร่อย
ครับ
หอมเผือก
All right, so Joe, I was talking to Jia Giao. You ate the coconut and the soybean ones. Which one is your... Because I had a bit of the coconut one and I'm thinking I prefer that to the taro. What are you saying?
จริงๆว่าเป็นคนแบบนี้นะ
We are so in the way down here. I can't...
Got
Do not
punched
come
out
down,
the way.
Don't come down here and film. You're going to get ironed out by an old auntie.
เยอะๆเลยเฮงๆเนี่ย
Heng Heng Lee.
อร่อยมาก
ครับ
ค่ะ
อร่อย
เฮงรวยปังจ้ะ
ครับ
Yeah.
What's the character?
The taro, I really like taro, but the coconut, I think the coconut takes it. Even maybe over the savoury one, which is weird for me to say, because I
Yeah.
prefer savoury.
It's like desiccated coconut.
So good, so good. Maybe something. Do you remember those little? It's totally different, but maybe that memory of those little desiccated coconut.
All things.
Yeah, with chocolate.
Yeah, my Helen makes them. My wife makes them all the time, and it brings it back.
softness, Yeah, and so good. And as Gary said, characters, personality. I know everyone comes to Chinatown in the evenings, but
Forget Chinatown in the evening. It's rubbish. Come down here during the day and then go to Tom Marie. Okay, so if you want to get down here for yourself, you get the MRT to Wat Mong Khan MRT station. You just walk around the corner. It's just down the little alleyway. I will pin it, but I'll stick some B-roll over the top of this. You can just see around about how to get it. It's really easy, but it's also really easy to walk past if you weren't paying attention. We're right next to the main police station in the area as a reference point. All right, I think we better leave it there before we get smashed to bits by one of these old aunties that's getting a little bit annoyed of us walking past. So thank you guys for popping down. Make sure you check out Joe's worst food in Madeira video if you haven't seen it already. We've got plenty of stuff coming out for Thailand, guys. Joe's going to be in the next 52 videos. And then hopefully I can get rid of him after that. So, thank you, Joe, again, mate.
Pleasure.
We will see you again, I guess, in the next one. All links to these places in the description box below. Do not ask me where these places are, please, in the comments. I will not answer you this time. I love you, though. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.